starting with the smallest mammal, the Kitti's hob-nosed bat, also known as the bumblebee bat, measures just about 1.1 to 1.3 inches long. This miniature creature weighs less than a penny and is native to limestone caves in Myanmar and Thailand. Keeping with the theme of small creatures, the world's smallest reptile was discovered in 2021. The nano-chameleon, Bruchisia nana, male measures just 0.53 inches from snout to vent, and the female is a tiny bit larger. This reptile species can be found only in the rainforests of northern Madagascar. Madagascar is also home to the ai, one of the most bizarre creatures on Earth. It's a type of lemur that features large eyes, a bushy tail that's larger than its body, and has an unusual method of finding food. It taps on trees to find grubs, then gnaws holes in the wood and uses its elongated middle finger to pull them out. In contrast to the ai, the star-nosed mole found in North America doesn't rely on vision for its primary sensory input. It has 22 pink, fleshy tentacles at the end of its snout that it uses to touch and feel its surroundings at an incredible speed of 5 milliseconds. Like the star-nosed mole, the axolotl also has a fascinating look. This Mexican amphibian is known for its ability to regrow not only its limbs, but also its heart, spinal cord, and parts of its brain and eyes. They are also unique in that they reach adulthood without undergoing metamorphosis, meaning they retain their gilled, aquatic form their entire lives. An axolotl's regenerative abilities are rivaled by the Turritopsis donii, or immortal jellyfish. This creature can revert its cells back to their earliest form and grow anew, potentially indefinitely, effectively rendering it biologically immortal. Jellyfish aren't the only creatures with interesting lifespans. The Greenland shark is the longest living vertebrate, known to live for more than 400 years. Interestingly, these sharks grow only about 1 centimeter per year and do not reach maturity until they are about 150 years old. The world's oldest living non-clonal tree is a bristlecone pine named Methuselah that is estimated to be over 4,800 years old. It's located in the White Mountains of California, but the exact location is kept secret to protect the tree. Moving to human-made oddities, the Winchester Mystery House in California was constructed by Sarah Winchester, widow of firearm magnate William Viet Winchester, over a period of 38 years. She believed that she was haunted by the ghosts of those killed by Winchester rifles, and so built a house with bizarre features, such as doors and stairs that lead nowhere to confuse the spirits. Speaking of confusing architecture, the world's largest maze is located at the Dole Plantation in Hawaii. The maze stretches over 3 acres and includes nearly 2.5 miles of paths crafted from 14,000 colorful Hawaiian plants. Focusing on color, the world's pinkest pink pigment was created by British artist Stuart Semple in response to the world's blackest black, Vantablack, being exclusive to one artist. Semple's pinkest pink is available for anyone to purchase, except the artist who has exclusive rights to Vantablack, Anish Kapoor. Anish Kapoor's sculpture Cloud Gate in Chicago, more commonly known as the Bean, has become one of the city's most popular tourist attractions. Its mirrored surface reflects the city's skyline but also warps it, creating bizarre and funhouse-like reflections. Speaking of mirrors, the largest natural mirror in the world is Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia. This massive salt flat becomes a mirror-like surface during the rainy season, creating an almost perfect reflection of the sky above and creating the illusion of walking in the clouds. Staying in South America, the Amazon rainforest is home to the Titan beetle, one of the largest insects in the world. It can grow up to 6.6 inches in length. Surprisingly, the larvae or grubs of the Titan beetle have never been found. They are believed to feed inside wood and may take several years to reach full size before they pupate. The Amazon is also home to a remarkable phenomenon called the meeting of the waters, where the dark Rio Negro and the sandy-colored Amazon River run side by side without mixing for about 6 kilometers due to differences in temperature, speed, and water density. Moving to rivers with unique traits, the Cano Cristales River in Colombia is known as the liquid rainbow. From July to December, aquatic plants called Macarinia clavigera turn brilliant shades of red, blue, yellow, orange, and green, transforming the river into a stunning burst of color. From rivers to mountains, Mount Everest, the highest mountain peak in the world, grows about 0.16 inches taller each year due to geological uplift. Everest is still rising due to the movement of tectonic plates. Everest might be growing, but it's not the closest point to the moon on Earth. That title goes to Mount Chimborazo in Ecuador. Due to the Earth's oblate shape, Chimborazo's peak is the furthest point from the Earth's center. Speaking of distances, the longest place name in the world is in New Zealand, Tormator Hakatanji Hangakoa Atamarticha Ripukakapaikimawa Horanakupakaiwenu Ekutanatahu. It's a Maori word for a hill in the country's North Island. New Zealand is also home to the kea, a bird known for its intelligence and curiosity. It's the world's only alpine parrot and has been observed using tools and working together in teams to accomplish tasks or create distractions while others steal food. Shifting to a curious phenomenon, the dancing plague of 1518 was a case of dancing mania that occurred in Strasbourg, Alsace, where people danced uncontrollably for days. What's bizarre is that it's one of the most well-documented cases of dancing mania, yet the reason for its occurrence remains a mystery. Mysteries can be found in art as well. Salvador Dali, the famous surrealist artist, had a peculiar method of coming up with his creative ideas. He would induce a state of hallucination by sitting in a chair and holding a key between his fingers, which would drop onto a plate below as he fell asleep, waking him up and allowing him to recall his surreal dreams. The Voynich manuscript, written in the 15th century in an unknown language and script, has puzzled linguists and codebreakers since its discovery. The book is illustrated with bizarre images of unidentified plants, astronomical diagrams, and what seems to be women in tiny bathtubs. Despite many attempts, no one has successfully deciphered the text, making it one of the most mysterious books in the world. Shifting gears to the realm of technology, the first computer mouse was made of wood. Invented by Douglas Engelbart in 1964, it was a rectangular wooden block with a single button and two wheels, which he called an XY position indicator for a display system. Speaking of unusual computer-related facts, the blue screen of death, BSOD, is a notorious error screen that appears on Windows operating systems when a critical system error occurs. The color blue was chosen because it was a calming hue, but the term blue screen of death was coined by frustrated users who experienced the frequent crashes. In the world of sports, the annual Cooper's Hill Cheese Rolling and Wake event in Gloucestershire, England, is quite unusual. Participants chase a wheel of cheese down a steep hill, and the first person to reach the bottom wins the cheese. The event is known for its chaotic and sometimes dangerous nature. Another bizarre sports event is the Wife Carrying World Championship held in Salkajärvi, Finland. Male participants race through an obstacle course while carrying a female teammate, traditionally their wife, on their back. The prize for the winner is the weight of the wife in beer. Turning to peculiar world records, Ashrita Furman holds the record for the most Guinness World Records. As of 2021, he has set over 800 records, including the fastest mile hopped on a pogo stick and the most apples sliced in midair with a samurai sword in 1 minute. Animals can also hold world records, such as the longest tongue on a dog. This title belongs to a boxer named Brandy, whose tongue measured an astounding 17 inches long. It's worth mentioning that Brandy used her impressive tongue to help raise awareness about animal rescue. The town of Nagara in Japan has a unique population, more dolls than humans. Ayano Tsukimi, an artist, started making life-size dolls to represent the dwindling population of her village. Today, there are over 350 dolls scattered throughout the town, resembling both past and present residents. Moving on to unusual culinary delights, there is a dish called Casumazu from Sardinia, Italy, which translates to rotten cheese. It is made by allowing pecorino cheese to become infested with live fly larvae, promoting an advanced state of decomposition. This cheese is considered a delicacy, despite its unappetizing appearance and pungent aroma. One of the most bizarre delicacies comes from Sweden and is known as surströmming. It's a type of fermented herring that is known for its extremely strong and putrid smell. Opening a can of surströmming is often done outdoors due to the overwhelming odor it releases. In the realm of plants, the corpse flower, Amorphophallus titanum, holds the title for the world's largest inflorescence. When it blooms, it emits a foul stench similar to rotting flesh, earning it the nickname the corpse flower. This odor attracts carrion beetles and flesh flies, which help with its pollination. Moving to the world of fashion, the most expensive dress ever made was the Nightingale of Kuala Lumpur gown, created by Malaysian designer Faisal Abdullah. It was adorned with 751 diamonds and worth a staggering $30 million. Lastly, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is an enormous area in the Pacific Ocean where discarded plastic and other debris accumulate due to ocean currents. It is estimated to be twice the size of Texas and poses a significant threat to marine life. The existence of such a massive garbage patch highlights the need for sustainable practices and better waste management worldwide.